Whose disembodied head is this? Welcome back, my fellow gamers. I'm your host, Amanda McKnight, and this is Top 10 Gaming. Lolbit is another character who sits more on the sidelines when it comes to the FNAF franchise. She first appeared in FNAF World, but has since popped up all over the place in some of the latest games and in some of my favorites. Today we're going to get to know this bright colored fox a bit better as we count down the top 10 Lolbit facts. Join me and let's get counting. Number 10, Funtime Lolbit. Lolbit is obviously a variation on another female version of the animatronic. We are talking here about Funtime Foxy, where Funtime Foxy is pink and white in terms of coloring. Lolbit instead is orange and white with purple accents. Lolbit's bow tie and cheeks are purple as well as their lipstick. Lolbit basically is like a bolder version of Funtime Foxy, at least in terms of her color scheme. Number 9, LOL. LOL. In Ultimate Custom Night and Sister Locations Custom Night, Lolbit can appear as an obstacle. If Lolbit pops up on the computer screen, you must type LOL quickly into your keyboard or tap the keyboard if you're playing on mobile. Avoiding to do so will result in you losing all control and visuals, as Lolbit's standby screen will appear for a short while. If, however, you respond quickly enough, Lolbit will simply disappear, leaving you alone. And friends, before we move on to this next point, if you are loving this list and you need more FNAF lists, let us know in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. Remember, every time you give one of our videos about FNAF a thumbs up, an animatronic gets their wings. Don't you want animatronics to have wings and fly around? It'd be even more terrifying for us. Number 8, missing eyebrows. A difference between the two sister animatronics is that Lolbit seems to be completely missing their eyebrows. It must be hard being Lolbit. I feel like you'd have very few ways to express yourself without eyebrows. It's unknown what happened to Lolbit's eyebrows, if they ever existed, though I think it's safe to assume because they're an animatronic that they were probably just designed without them. After all, they wouldn't be alone. Balloon Boy, Springtrap, Mangle, and Bonnie all don't have eyebrows either. But without eyebrows, what do you do if something wet is about to drip into your eyes? Oh well. Oh, well, wait a minute. Number 7, missing eyes. That's right, Lolbit is not just missing eyebrows, but is also missing their eyes. So I guess they don't have to worry about things dripping into their eyes. They don't really have them, in the conventional sense, at least. Which makes Lolbit one of the creepiest alternate variations on the Foxy animatronic. Namely because while Foxy as a pirate might be missing an eye, Lolbit is missing both eyes. Instead of eyes like Funtime Foxy, where Lolbit should be, there are just two little pinpricks of bright white light. How Lolbit lost her eyes, we don't know. It is possible, of course, that she was designed without them, like her eyebrows, though I'm not sure which idea there is more terrifying. Did she lose her eyes? Or someone like, yeah, we're gonna make this animatronic super creepy. Number 6, mostly a floating head. While in FNAF World, Lolbit did have a whole body, almost every other depiction of the animatronic has excluded their lower half, making Lolbit mostly just a floating head. Unless we're talking about Help Wanted, but we're not talking about Help Wanted right now. They are often depicted as being without a body or an endoskeleton. Poor Lolbit, they have no body to call their own. I guess they left their body all the way back in FNAF World. Hopefully one day they'll be able to retrieve it. Don't worry, they will. And Help Wanted. Number 5, sister location. The whole reason that people mostly think of Lolbit as a floating head, it's because when she shows up in Sister Location, that's exactly how she appears. Add in the fact that her customizable character appearance also shows her mainly as a floating head, and well, it all makes sense. In Sister Location's main game, Lolbit is no more than an Easter egg. She appears as simply a recolored Funtime Foxy head, and is not seen as any real threat to the protagonist. Just a creepy head that's obviously meant as a nod to her appearance in FNAF World. Number 4, hook hand. Lolbit also has a hook for a hand. Well, at least the version from FNAF World does. This is another feature that sets them apart from Funtime Foxy, but brings them closer in appearance to the original Foxy. For some reason, their big jolly appearance combined with this hook hand just makes them even more scary to look at than Foxy for me. And I mean, I say that, but Foxy initially already kind of has a sinister energy due to their habit of sprinting and their kind of ramshackle appearance in FNAF 1. Something about how happy Lolbit is to be brandishing that hook that makes me feel super wary of them. It's always the ones you don't expect, you know? Number 3, Help Wanted. Lolbit also appears in Help Wanted. Here, they have eyebrows, no hook hand, and a speaker, and a full body. Similar in appearance to Funtime Foxy. In fact, Funtime Foxy is also featured in the same version of the Dark Rooms minigame there. Here you must sneak through Funtime Auditorium and avoid not just Funtime Foxy, but also Lolbit. Lolbit not only has a complete body in this version, but they also get their own jump scare to show off once they catch the player in-game. So you can check that out too. Number 2, FNAF World. Lolbit initially appeared in FNAF World and was later turned into a Funtime variation of the character when she was added to the other FNAF games, initially as an Easter egg and later appearing as an obstacle in Custom Nights, as we discussed earlier, and then a full-on antagonist in Help Wanted. In FNAF World, she had her hook hand, which was swapped out for a full hand eventually in her full-body Funtime version. Well, this version from FNAF World still didn't have eyelids, eyeballs, or eyebrows. She did have eyelashes, making her look very creepily cute. Cutely creepy. Not sure which. Number 1, all the variations. Since her initial introduction in FNAF World, there have been tons of little details that have been adjusted for Lolbit's design. The changes, however, are also more often so small that it can be kinda hard to tell which Lolbit exactly you're looking at. There's hook hand, no hook hand, eyebrows, no eyebrows, body, no body. Okay, so maybe a few of those differences are like a little bit bigger than I let on. I feel like body and no body. But for such few appearances, one thing is for certain. We have lots of variations of Lolbit. I cannot wait to see if she'll become a more prominent character in the games in the future, and what else could possibly happen with her design. Here's hoping we see more Lolbit. Would you like to see Lolbit featured more in the FNAF games? Where do you think Lolbit came from? Is she more like Foxy or more like Funtime Foxy in your eyes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And speaking of comments, it is time to turn to some comments from one of our latest videos, Top 10 FNAF Movie Fan Casts. Sahira Maldonado comments, "If we don't get a British man for the role of William Afton, I lose all faith in humanity." Whoa, 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 whoa. There are lots of actors that I feel like can do a really great British accents. So I feel like we should give them a chance. But also, I mean, there are lots of great British actors to choose from too. So if that happens, I won't be mad about it. But I don't think we need to lose all faith in humanity if it doesn't happen. Joseph Carville ponders, "I think these people should be in the FNAF movie. MatPat, Fusion Z Gamer, Paula Burrows, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and Connor Monroe as a news reporter." That'd be so cool if Connor was in it. Oh my goodness. We'd also get all the inside deets that way. But yes, Connor, I hope your phone rings. I'm gonna also reach out to casting and see what I can do there. Just kidding, I don't know anyone in casting for this movie, but if I did, I would definitely be trying to get Connor a spot. Cartoon Fanatic responds, "I will die and go to heaven if Ewan McGregor was William Afton." Oh my goodness, me too. That's like actually such a great casting, especially because he just played Black Mask in Birds of Prey, and was that last year or was that the year before? I'm losing all sense of time. Yeah, and he was really good as Black Mask, so I'd really love to see more like villainous Ewan McGregor. The Nameless Gamer 27 asks, "How isn't Markiplier here? His nickname is literally the FNAF King." So I talked about Markiplier on another list recently, and so I figured I would just like give someone else a go. So I put Daco on, and yeah, I'm sorry that Markiplier wasn't on this for you, but I did talk about him possibly being in the movie before, and I actually do think he's gonna have a part in it. I know he was filming something like around the time it's supposed to be shooting, so I don't know, we'll see. Lolbit suggests, "What if Jack Black voiced Bonnie? That would be..." Also Lolbit? What? You're here? And yes, that would be. And that's all the time we have for comments today. Be sure to comment below for a chance to have your thoughts and your feels shouted out in a future video. This has been Top 10 Gaming, and I am your host, Amanda McKnight, reminding you till next time to keep on gaming on. Pew pew!